Who remembers this guy from the 2024 Olympics? It's Turkish pistol shooter Yusuf Dikeç. He became an internet sensation for his non-technical yet casual approach and his second place finish in the air pistol competition at the Summer Games. His legend has been compared to the likes of action heroes James Bond and John Wick, and his iconic shooting stance has been imitated by fellow athletes and countless fans around the world. The outcome of Yusuf's simplistic method, in contrast to the complex technical approach of his competitors, prompts an intriguing question I'll seek to answer in this episode. And that question is, does technology limit our fitness potential? Now, technology is defined as the use of scientific knowledge to solve problems and achieve goals by creating tools, techniques, and systems. Now, it can be as simple as a hammer or as complex as a smartphone, encompassing anything from simple devices to intricate machinery and processes that make life easier and more efficient. In this episode, I'm going to examine the use of fitness applications, shoes, and treadmills for fitness training and analyze whether primarily using these devices to achieve fitness goals is more effective than natural methods. Now, one of the best cinematic examples I've seen that perfectly illustrates the differences between using technology for fitness versus a natural approach is found in one of the arguably best sports movies of all time, and that's Rocky IV. And spoiler alert for those who haven't seen the movie. In the movie, there's a montage that shows Rocky training in a natural way, running in the snow, shadow boxing, chopping wood, and yelling to the heavens at the top of a mountaintop after outrunning a car. Now, juxtaposed in the same montage of the movie is the antagonist using a more technological driven approach, running on treadmills, using fitness equipment, and injecting himself with, I assumed, a muscle enhancer, if you want to call it that. Now, for those who haven't seen the movie, I won't spoil who wins in the end, but if this was a real life scenario, which athlete would have the training advantage? Who do you think between the two would win? Now, if you stick around to the end of this video, I will share my thoughts on who would win between real world Rocky and Ivan Drago. So stick around and I'll let you know at the end of the video. One of the most popular technological training aids today is the fitness application. Now, over the last decade, the use of fitness apps has increased dramatically. Applications like Strava, Peloton, and MyFitnessPal have become common names in the fitness community. What makes using fitness applications so appealing is that they provide personalized and accessible workouts, real-time tracking, and social engagement. Also, integration with devices such as phones and watches can provide a more comprehensive view of your overall health. In 2024, the health and wellness application sector experienced significant growth, with global downloads reaching 3.6 billion, a 6% increase from the previous year. And revenue from in-app purchases also rose approximately $3.9 billion. And that's nearly $500 million more than in 2023. Now, studies also show that individuals who use fitness applications and devices tend to exercise more than those who don't. A review that was published by Lancet Digital Health suggested that benefits of wearing a fitness tracker far outweighed any downsides. Now, on average, people who used the fitness tracker in this review took an additional 1,800 steps and exercised 40 more minutes each day compared to those who didn't use a tracker. Now, this is encouraging news for people who use fitness applications, but it's important to keep in mind that fitness applications may also have its disadvantages when you compare working exclusively with a personal trainer. Some of the key advantages of having a personal trainer include better injury prevention, personal touch, tailored workout plans, and one-on-one accountability. Research also shows that individuals who work with personal trainers achieve better results more quickly than those who rely on fitness applications. A study that was published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that people training with a personal trainer experienced a 50% greater improvement in strength and a 30% increase in muscle mass within 6 to 8 weeks. Shoes are probably perhaps among the most transcendent pieces of technology of all time. The history of technological advancement in shoes and their impact on our health and well-being is so underrated. The oldest known shoes were found in the United States in the 1930s. Now, the sandals were found in a cave in Oregon and are estimated to date back to between 7,000 and 8,000 BCE. Now, initially, shoes were made to protect the feet from rough terrain and extreme weather, but by the 1800s, shoes began to be specialized to improve running endurance. In the 1970s and 80s, companies like Nike and Brooks started to mass produce popular running shoes and help usher in the running movement in the 1970s. As popular as running shoes were becoming, a contrasting movement was quietly emerging known as the modern barefoot running movement. Now, proponents of this movement argue that contemporary shoes restricted natural foot mechanics, leading to unnecessary stress on the body and increased risk of injury. The positive potential of barefoot running was famously demonstrated during the 1960 Olympics in Rome, Italy, when Ethiopian marathon runner Abebe Bikila became the first athlete to win an Olympic gold medal running the marathon barefoot. Bikila's achievement was an early catalyst for the modern barefoot running movement. Another significant influence on this movement was the 2009 publication of Born to Run, written by author, runner, and journalist Christopher McDougall. In the book, McDougall explores the question of why he was dealing with foot pain, which leads him to discover the Tarahumara tribe of Mexico. And this tribe is known for its exceptional barefoot ultra runners who can run hundreds of miles without injury. The book's popularity sparked a resurgence in minimalist and barefoot running. It also influenced the running shoe industry and encouraged a more natural approach to fitness. The debate over the best training method, barefoot versus traditional running shoes, remains a hot topic among fitness enthusiasts. And current data on which method is superior is inconclusive at best. The treadmill is the most popular piece of exercise equipment today. It is the cornerstone of any local gym and a winter friend to a runner seeking a workout in a climate-controlled environment. Fun fact, the origins of the device date back to the 19th century with English engineer Sir William Cubbett's invention of the treadmill, which was made as a hard labor punishment device for prisoners. This history actually does explain the enduring nickname I hear so many people call the device, which is treadmill. Maybe that's where it came from. Dreadful. The treadmill has evolved significantly since its creation. It can now be programmed to simulate real-world courses, elevations, specific speeds, and has many other features. But for the sake of this debate, is training using a treadmill as effective as or improves upon natural outdoor experiences? Most runners I know, myself included, prefer training outdoors. Nothing compares to the beauty of nature. However, it's undeniable that working out in a controlled environment comes with its perks. In some cases, it allows a better workout. A study performed by the National Library of Medicine looked at the effects of 6 weeks of outdoor training versus 6 weeks of indoor training on a treadmill and found that both outdoor and treadmill training improved physical fitness and decreased body fat percentage. But outdoor training induced greater performance improvements and a greater magnitude of body fat percentage reduction compared to treadmill training. But treadmill training comes with its perks as well. Research indicates that running on a treadmill can be gentler on the joints compared to many other surfaces outdoors. And this is because treadmills typically offer better shock absorption, which may help reduce the risk of injury. And additionally, treadmill users often tend to maintain a faster running cadence than those who run outside. So does technology limit fitness potential? I don't think so. The data shows that both natural and technological focused training have their pros and cons, which makes the training method equally effective in terms of expected outcome. What's most impactful is using a method that's tailored to the individual needs and your goals. Most high-performing athletes are born with genes that give them natural athletic abilities. So whether their training method is natural or technical, the gains will be vastly different than those of us who did not win the Gene Olympics. So I promised y'all that I was going to revisit the question of who would win between a real-world Rocky Balboa and Ivan Drago. Ivan clearly has the height and weight advantage, but Rocky has the better trainer and better technical skill advantage. So with that said, I'm going with Rocky to pull off the win by decision. Another thing, if you're setting out to watch Rocky for the first time, Rocky IV is the last official Rocky movie in my book until we get to the Creed series. Balboa is a good movie, but until we get to the Creed series, Rocky IV is the last official Rocky movie. Rocky V does not exist in my book. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed what you heard, please be sure to check out my other episodes linked to the bottom of the screen. You can also follow me at rvarunningman.com. Check out my podcast and subscribe here on YouTube. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.